alliance rivals NATO now, but it's an unofficial alliance, you know.
Many connections now.
There's many connections. They're not got a straight up treaty between all of them, but two of them have got a treaty, and then one of them has a treaty with this guy, and it all links together nicely. Yeah. So we're in the summer of 1913 all over again, but these people don't know that. The same conditions that happened in we're going off. We weren't even meant to go into World War, but the same conditions before World War I and World War II are happening all over again. Economic collapse, the fall of the middle class, right? Saber rattling, and it's going to go down the same way. One nation is going to get attacked, and it's going to spiral out of control because they're going to enact treaties. And it could have already happened when Syria shot that Turkish plane down. If they enacted the NATO clause, man.
Sure, the Rothschilds ain't ready yet, man.
Yep. But when they go into Syria or Iran, it doesn't matter. If you go into Syria, it's like going into Iran. If you go into Iran, it's like going into Syria because they got a defense agreement. Hezbollah in Lebanon is included in that. You attack one, you attack them all. And then they got Russia and China. So anyway.
Yeah, Russia will be back in Syria, man. We're sending them helicopters and naval vessels there, man.
So we're in 1913 all over again. But, where we at there? Right, the whole world marveled after the beast.
Well, we was on the point of war still.
Yeah, so yeah.
Do you want to finish there?
Yeah, read that again.
Yeah. And this Revelation 13 verse 4, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Yep. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things.
Right. That's his media. That's his pride. Where the white man can say whatever he wants, man. He decides what's what. Go on.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
For a certain amount of time. Scripture tells you that Satan shall be loosed for a little season. Yeah. Now, what I got here is an article going into the fall of Rome. And we're just going to read. And we're going to show you that America is going the way that the Roman Empire went. In exactly the same fashion. Because it's the Roman Empire all over again on a repeat. The Roman Empire started off as a constitutional republic, not wanting to get involved in foreign affairs, and then they ended up being a dictatorship with an empire. What is America today? America is nothing but it's been a dictatorship since 1933 under the War Powers Act. Do you not know that America's been under Emergency Powers Act since 1933? That the president has the power to enact executive orders which override the Constitution? And not just Obama, these guys like to focus on Obama. Roosevelt, ever since Roosevelt in 1933 started off that clause to go into World War II, that War Powers Act, Emergency Powers Act, America's been a dictatorship from then. Anytime the president wants to, he can enact executive orders and do what he wants. Yeah. Suspend the constitution. So you're not really a constitutional republic no more, like Rome was. When Caesar got into power, Julius Caesar enacted basically emergency powers of dictatorship. That's when the Roman Empire ceased to be the Roman Republic in 31 BC, and it became the Roman Empire. That's why ever since 1933, what's America been doing? Going to war. Taking down other countries. Expanding the empire. You see? In the 900s, they didn't have military bases all over the world. They do now. Ever since 1933, they've been expanding out. Because it's the same thing that happened in the Roman Empire. And guess what? The dictators just got worse and worse. Till you got to guys like Nero who were just having parties, fucking horses and shit. It just got out of hand. So we're going to read some of this article. So that alone should just show you that America is Rome all over again.
Yeah.
Because Rome was a constitutional republic, then it changed into a dictatorship empire, and the same thing's happening in America. Just you people don't know. You people don't know that you're living under a dictatorship. You think you still have so-called democracy, but you don't. The president is a dictator. That's why he's got executive orders. He can overrule the Senate and Congress. The executive branch, which is the presidency, the federal government, is the ruler over America now. It don't matter what the states say. It's all about what Obama says now.
Yeah, that's why he be passing them fucking orders at midnight and shit.
That's why they got the NDAA. He passed the NDAA. You got these guys going, but that's unconstitutional. What constitution? Emergencies Power Act, motherfucker. The Constitution is done away with. That's why they passed the Patriot Act. The Constitution does not exist. That's done away with now. You're in a dictatorship, man. You've been in a dictatorship since Roosevelt. It's just been getting worse. They just didn't use the powers yet.
Wait to mold you first, man.
Caesar had a kill list. See, when you read about Caesar was killing anyone that didn't get down with Caesar's program ended up in the fucking river, man. Does not Obama have a kill list?
What's that, man?
Of course they have. Come on, man. You talking about Ron Paul? Ron Paul loves his son, man. You stupid, dumb motherfuckers, man. You think Ron Paul really gonna come up against the federal government and the establishment? Even if he's not scared to die, I know he loves his son. That's why he brought his son into politics, because he wants his son to have a good career. But hold on, well, you want your son's head to get blown off, Ron Paul? Is that what you really want? Do you want him to get a heart attack and drop dead? Because we can make it happen. About you want to audit the Fed. That's why he don't really do nothing. Ain't no one gonna come against the federal government when they got the CIA. When they killed Kennedy, that should have showed you right there. He didn't want to go along with the program of the shadow government, so his ass got X'd out. And every president thereafter knows this is what will happen to you if you fuck around. Yeah. You will get your head blown off live on TV, and we will get away with it. So let's read this. Similarities between the fall of Rome and the fall of America. It says, we are not exactly Rome, because there are slight little differences. For instance, Rome wore the toga. Modern day Rome wears the suit. So there are slight differences. In Rome, basically, let me tell you about Caesar. When Julius Caesar enacted the dictatorship that he did, it was actually lawful, because he was on the executive. During times of war, the Republic of Rome would enact what we call today a War Powers Act, and they would have someone be a dictator to take during the time of war, but it would be for a period of time, like a year, 2 years.
Just so things can be done.
In modern day Rome, it's 4 years. And then they have a re-election for who the next dictator is going to be. Right? In modern day Rome, it's 4 years. Well, for Kennedy, it was
a bit less.
It was a bit shorter than 4 years. Right? So there are slight little differences. For instance, now they call man a president. In Rome, they called him a Caesar after Caesar. Because Caesar was the first dictator. And after Caesar, shit just went. It went a little crescendo, and it just went. That was the end of the republic, man. It overreached. It says, but as any overextended empire, again, they overreached, such as the US, you can start to see the startling similarities between the two when you look back to Rome's self-destruction. America and Rome both have morphed from a republic to an empire of confusion. Didn't I just say that? I didn't even read this first part of the article. That's what I just said. See, we here at GMS, we're not like them fucking clowns in these other camps and shit, man. We study the scriptures and we study history and we study what's going on in the planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord has given us wisdom and knowledge, man. And it's the elders, through the Spirit of the Lord, that taught us how to be like that.
Study.
That's why none of y'all can't fuck with the elders, man. You ain't playing with the elders, because the elders, they know the scriptures and they know current events, past events, the history. They know the languages, man. Okay? You gotta know what's going on out here, man. Them charlatan, I didn't really want to mention them. Them do some shitty hell. They don't know a damn thing, man. They don't go deep. They think they're deep. You're not deep, man. The only thing that's deep is how lost you are, man. You're in the underworld, man.
Yeah.
You're comatose, man. You're in a deep sleep. That's what's deep about you. You're fools, man. You're not prudent men. The scripture says a prudent man foreseeth the evil. But the simple pass on and are punished. Even the Bible tells you inquire. Give me Job 8 and 8. Even the Bible tells you inquire of the past, man. The Lord's about learning history.
Yeah.
The Bible is a history book.
Yeah.
It's Job 8 verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search for their fathers.
That's right. You gotta be prudent. You gotta know the history. Otherwise, you're not gonna understand the Bible.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna understand current events.
Can.
What's that scripture? Isaiah. It's Isaiah 33, isn't it? I mean, Isaiah 33 and 6. And that's why we don't get bugged out of our mind. We're stable because we understand the Bible and we understand the history. We understand current events. Okay?
It's Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
That's what we got. Wisdom, the wisdom that's found in this Bible and the knowledge that's in this Bible. Well, we also got knowledge of the world. Yeah. Which comes together perfectly in balance, man. Because the Bible don't detail about Julius Caesar. You gotta go and read up about that.
Yeah.
You gotta study, man. These guys don't study. And you could watch a lot of programs and learn. Like a lot of what I learned about Rome was from watching that BBC program Rome. Because they went in on that, man. They went in on that. It was very historically accurate, that BBC program called Rome, man. And it showed you a lot, man. There's a bit in it, just like when, there's a bit in it where, what was his name? It wasn't Octavian, that was his cousin, his nephew, I mean. Brutus. Where Brutus was sitting with Caesar, but at this time Caesar's already taken dictatorship role, right? And Caesar was acting like he was doing it for the people. Caesar was, basically Caesar was acting, he had the support of the plebeians. And he was pretending to be for the plebeians and be against the patricians. Where he was just using the mass of the people, because he needed their support. Because the plebeians, just like Obama plays on having the masses of the poor people on his side, like he's gonna bring change to help them. It's the same shit, right? And then Brutus was talking to him, and Brutus was meant to be his friend, but Brutus was struggling with the fact, because he believed in the Republic. Brutus believed in because his family line goes back to the first founders of the Republic. So Brutus believed in the Republic. So Brutus was like, you know, people were coming to him and saying, look, Caesar's destroying the Republic because he's bringing in all this new legislations and all this shit. But at the same time, Caesar was his friend. And then basically that people turned him against Caesar, and he's there talking with Caesar. And Caesar was like, look, man, I took the role of dictatorship legally. But hey, but that's what Obama will say. Look, I got these executive orders illegal. The Supreme Court, hey, Obamacare is legal. The Supreme Court passed it. NDAA, the Supreme Court passed it. Whatever. Whatever, it's the same shit. They use that term legal to cover their bullshit, man. Hey, I took power legally.